and welcome to Deep Dive with DevGuru Networks. My name is Mike Coker. I'm your host. And today I have my good friend, Edgar Lombera.
Thanks, Mike.
How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Glad to have you. I'm excited to have this discussion and go through a bunch of topics. All right, so we talked about the SRX in like a data center role. I know we deploy these a lot in campus environments as well, right? So I like to think of the SRX as your traffic control tower, kind of managing everything of policies and stuff like that. So there's a lot to talk about from not only the policy standpoint, but connectivity to other branch offices, even the end user at home that, maybe it's a work from home scenario, needs to be on VPN. We used to have VPN concentrators back in the day.
That's right.
Next generation firewall can kind of do all that.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. I think, you're kind of in the realm now of the most reasonable place to combine those services, those capabilities, right? The security enforcement point, the firewall has always been good at seeing what's going on. And it's only recently with the next generation firewalls we can start bringing things like the SD-WAN, the remote access you mentioned, to really be a centralized component of the enterprise network for all those things, branch office connectivity, remote users, etc. Those are very important capabilities and hard to do in an all-in-one box. Finding that product, at the right size with the right set of capabilities to integrate into the rest of your campus networking is sometimes hard to do. Finding the right one. So that's something that we spend a lot of time with our customers, kind of helping them evaluate that. And when it comes to what is this control tower element doing for you? What good is a security appliance if it's not a integral part of your overall security strategy, right? I think people use the terminology incident ready or other ways of saying, hey, I have visibility, I have the tools ready to accomplish things should I need from a security posture, right? So those are a whole different set of features within a next generation firewall that are important to our enterprise customers, right? And SRX has been very successful at that, right? What kind of logging capabilities does it have? What kind of integration into various different types of data analysis tools? All of that, it might not be as straightforward as speeds and feeds, and it's not always a perfect match with what you might have already met or customers may already have. So working at that to integrate those, you need a flexible operating system with a diverse set of features and capabilities to suit various different operating environments.
And now with like BYOD, everyone bringing in multiple phones and iPads and laptops and everything. That now ties into this with your, and other devices, right? You've got RF readers and, cameras and everything else. And so tying in from like an IoT security based.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the variations on what these types of devices have to account for is rapidly expanding. That's true.